Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing. Hooker. And this one is incomplete. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Hooker's going to throw it. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll go again with Gibbs. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well shy of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Jack Fox now. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Man in motion is Agnew. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Working left side, he's got it, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence off play action. That's going to be caught by Kirk. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
15-yard line.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Hooker. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
like a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Off play action. Here's Hooker. A throw left sideline, throws incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
Hooker. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Here we go.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And space tough to come by there. So get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Here's Hooker to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
2nd and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A toss out right to Gibbs. And now off to the races down the right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A game there of 30 big ones.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hey, Lion!
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Another tote for ETN. And he'll take this in the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hooker now off play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9.
Take right open. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And at the potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Drop 60, drop 60.
A final shot before break. Hooker.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
And a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Another run for Gibbs here.
Oh, what a move. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Lions 14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22.
Agnew on the return. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they get receivers with speed like this,
They don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
24.
On the counter, Etienne. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Etienne up the middle, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Hooker now on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here, and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Gibbs straight ahead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Gibbs on the toss left. And some room to work. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads, and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you're onto something.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Reload! 70 Ranger!
A give right side for Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it, going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics?
Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down with about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
All right, let's go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
11. Go, go. Silver.
Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. This is intercepted. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
63 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead. And he loses the football a second time. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd down.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. That is caught. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
Here's first and goal. Throwing here is Hooker. Eluding the... And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Hendon Hooker. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for a touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
18, right here. Hurt.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check, Bobcat. Ready. 18 rattler. Let's go.
Hooker to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Now Hooker.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Hooker.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they will take a knee here. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.